guys, welcome to Nyonya Cooking. In this video of Nyonya Cooking, we are making a traditional Nyonya kuih. And as I called it, this is the blue kuih. Why is it the blue kuih? Because it is blue in color. I'm referring to Pulut Tai Tai, or also known as Pulut Tekan. The word Pulut refers to glutinous rice, whereas Tai Tai is a word that we use to refer to a wife, or to those wives that are really rich and elegant. So I'm assuming that is why they call this Pulut Tai Tai, because this kuih is really pretty, it's elegant. And Pulut Tekan, the word Tekan means to press, and that refers to the technique of making this kuih. This kuih is usually served with kaya, which is the coconut jam, and if you want a recipe of it, just click over here. And for now, we are going to look at the ingredients to prepare this because it's just so simple, so you cannot miss not doing this. First and foremost, we'll begin with the glutinous rice. I've separated 1/3 of this glutinous rice and soak it in blue colored water. The color comes from the blue pea flour, and you may have seen this ingredient in my dumplings video, which is the batang video over here if you want to have a look at it. And this color will give you a very nice marbly effect to the kuih. Now to move on, we have coconut milk, pandan leaves which I've knotted, some salt just to get a bit of kick to the coconut milk, and then we're going to have to place it in a pan like this with banana leaf. If you do not have banana leaf, just use the cling wrap, that would work, but banana leaf generally gives a nicer aroma to the kuih. And if you don't have the blue pea flour, which is quite reasonable because it's not easy to get it, you can substitute it with another color, or in fact just skip it as a whole because it does not give any taste but just a color. So don't worry too much about it, you have still the good taste. So let's move on to the technique or the steps of preparation. As I've mentioned earlier, we need to have a pan here laid with banana leaves, and I'm going to put in the glutinous rice here. So it will steam together with the banana leaves, and that will give you this very beautiful aroma. Remember to have the shiny part of the banana leaves touching the glutinous rice, because that is the more aromatic part of the leaf. So I'm just going to put this white glutinous rice. This white glutinous rice was also soaked in water for a night, therefore it's really plump up, and followed by the blue ones. So I'm not going to mix them together, I'm just going to carefully lay it aside. And then for the coconut milk over here, I'm going to add a dash of salt to it. I'm going to place the coconut milk into this glutinous rice pan. Not all of it. This coconut milk will be sitting in the glutinous rice as it steams, so you could really imagine the taste and the smell to it. Be really rich. And then I'm just going to place these pandan leaves over here. Now that everything is assembled, it will sit in the steamer until the rice is cooked. "20 minutes passed, and it's time to look at our kuih here, so I'm just going to lift this up. This is not fully done yet because we're going to add the rest of the coconut milk into this pan. And in fact, the rice is not fully cooked, so what I'm going to do now is just to put bits and pieces over here and there just to have this marble effect to combine the blue color and the white color. And this is going to steam for another 20 minutes. The final 20 minutes and this kuih is done. When the rice is really cooked, it will usually puff up, and the best way to know if it's cooked or not is to try it. So using a chopstick, definitely. Oh, this oil from the coconut milk Lovely. So using a clean spoon here, I'm just going to mix this blue color and white color glutinous rice together to just perfect the marble effect. After mixing, you can actually start pressing, but what I'm going to do now is to transfer it into a smaller pan. What happened here is that I have too much of a bigger pan, and this will create a very thin layer of kuih, and I do not want that. So I seek for a smaller plate. I've just laid it with more banana leaves, and then I'm just going to transfer it over. So as you transfer it to this plate, I'm just going to press it because it is after all Pulut Tekan, and as what I told you earlier, Tekan means to press. And now with the cling wrap, I'm just going to go over it. With the help of the potato masher, I'm just going to lightly press it so that it gets into shape, it comes together as one. And this is basically what they do traditionally without the potato masher though. They do have a wooden frame that is used to press this glutinous rice. If you want to do a bigger piece because you have a big party, do it. Just double up the recipe, the ingredients, and for me, I just need a small one. What I'm going to do now is just to overturn this because what I'm using here is a glass plate, so it's rather heavy, and this would actually act as compress to the pulut or the glutinous rice. If you don't have something like this, all you need to do is just place something heavy on top of it, leave it for a few hours, and then let it just settle down. I left this Pulut Tekan overnight, totally forgotten about it, but you can leave this for a minimum of 3 to 4 hours, or even overnight if you like it. Say if you have a party, you can do so. So now I'm just going to cut it and show you how it's going to be served. So very carefully. Although it looks beautiful and finished on this plate, it is not actually done because we still lack of kaya, the coconut jam. So here I have a bit, and I'm going to spoon a few spoonfuls on this Pulut Tekan. And this is what I call perfection. So I'm going to take a bite now. You know you want to try this, and I'm going to do it for you. It's so soft. Wow. So the majority bit of it tastes of the glutinous rice, and then comes the sweetness from the kaya overlaps the layers of the glutinous rice. Too much. Just too much. It's so delicious. You have to try this recipe, and you know it's so simple to prepare. Now if you try this recipe, remember to send me photos on either Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus, or even Twitter. I can't wait to see them. Remember to hashtag Nyonya Cooking. This kuih is a favorite of many. When I sold it in the food market in Frankfurt, many came back to me saying that this kuih was marvelous. So try this out. Till then, I wish you happy cooking. So this donut has to be stirred carefully because you wouldn't want to spoil it, but at the same time, you want to ensure that the sugar coats the donuts.